I just got back from a writing conference. And while, yes, I absolutely went to learn stuff about how to write suspense novels better, write stronger, do my research, all of that, I actually learned 5 surprising things. And I'm going to share those things with you because they're the kind of things that can change your mindset, your belief in yourself, and ultimately your future as an author. So this isn't going to be a video about whether you should take notes on a notepad or on a Chromebook, or whether you should wear business casual or just jeans and a t-shirt for a writing conference. That's not this video. This one is about the surprising things that lay underneath all of that that can make a big difference in how your career turns out. Number one, say yes. Just say yes. Some of you may remember that a few months ago, I got interviewed on another YouTube channel by DP Lyle, the forensics expert. He is the forensics person in the writing industry, and I have admired him from afar for many, many years. Brilliant doctor who has written literally Forensics for Dummies, but lots of other books that are great about how to understand how forensics work. And a few months later, when he and his business partner and also fellow author Kathy Antrim came to me and said, "Do you want to be part of the BoucherCon panels we're doing?" I was like, yes. I became a part of a lot of the smaller things within BoucherCon, some roundtables, some panels, all of those kinds of things where I got to meet, okay, I'm still going to fangirl. I got to meet Lisa Jewell and Brad Thor and Michael Connolly and Lisa Black and so many authors that I have always been like, oh my God, oh my God. You know, I'm just like you guys. When I meet an author, I'm so excited. I'm like, will you sign my book, please? I am so glad that I said yes to a lot of things rather than just hanging out in my room or being a little introverted and shy, because I absolutely can be, or feeling like, well, maybe they don't want me there. Like, I decided I was going to put all those insecurities on hold and just say yes and go. I also recommend volunteering at a conference, not only because the organizations generally need a lot of volunteer help, but it can also put you into contact with people that you wouldn't have met otherwise. I volunteered to be on a couple of panels. I volunteered to be a timekeeper. And I also volunteered just to help in general, like to hand out papers or to organize things, to move things from one room to the other, because you end up having the most awesome conversations at random times because you're plugged into the conference somewhere. I actually got to sit there and talk to Brad Thor for like 10 minutes just because I was helping to move some things from room to room, which made me late for something else, which drives me crazy because I hate to be late, but it was so worth it. If there's a volunteer sign-up sheet, make sure you sign up for a couple of different things that allows you to get out of your comfort zone, meet people who do things that you either want to do or don't do, so that you can start exposing yourself to other people in the industry. The third thing that I learned, and this is something I kind of remind myself of every time I go to a conference, is that you can get something out of every moment in a conference. I have been to dozens of conferences over the course of my career, and some are more geared towards beginners, some towards intermediate. There's not a whole lot necessarily geared towards advanced writers, but even if you are an advanced writer or an intermediate writer, there's always that one little nugget that you can get out of things that you're just like, oh, yes, that makes sense. And it starts to put another puzzle piece into the way that you write the book. Because we're writers, right? Like, our tendency is to just like, let me sit in the corner and work on my book, or let me read, or let me not be engaging. And that's not necessarily going to give you the most out of any kind of a conference, whether it's with 200 people or 2,000 people or even just 20 people. It's all in those little choices that you make throughout the conference that make a big difference. Now, that said, to me, the bar is where the magic happens. You don't have to be an alcoholic or, approach life like Hemingway did, but being in the bar where everybody's congregating is where some pretty amazing things can happen. The conference I was at was BoucherCon in New Orleans, and I haven't been to a BoucherCon since, I don't know, like 2010, 2011. So I didn't have any friends there that I would recognize from other conferences besides DP Lyle and Kathy Antrim. And there was 1,500 people there. So it's intimidating for anybody to go down to a bar and not know anyone there. But because I did, I ended up getting to meet the people that were sitting with the other people that I did know. One of those was Donald Mass. Writing the breakout novel transformed how I wrote back in the day when I first started. It came out a long time ago, but the principles still apply to every single book, and I recommend it every time I teach a workshop. And here I am sitting across from him, just talking to him. It was a great conversation. We weren't talking about my career. I wasn't there to talk about that. I was just getting to know Donald Moss, like as a person. And the last lesson that I learned actually came out of a different conversation in the bar. Brad Thor had come down to join our group, and I know, right? Like, I was like, oh my God, it's Brad Thor. And he was sitting next to another author who wrote Army Ranger style books, suspense novels. And they ended up striking up a conversation. I wasn't a part of it. I was just sitting next to them so I could hear it. Brad said, when your book comes out, let me know and I'll set up a signing at the bookstore in my hometown and I'll come and support you. For any author, that kind of an opportunity can transform their career, can take them from nobody to somebody, because Brad Thor is extremely well known and extremely successful. But the thing I have found about most authors, I would say 98% of the authors that I meet, regardless of whether they're here in their career or here, they are very giving and very accepting and just very open and warm. And I watched this interaction between Brad and this other author and thought, oh my God, this could change his career. Now, is there part of me that's like, hey, do my book too? Of course, because I'm human, right? Like we would all love that kind of an opportunity where a mega author blurbs your book or hosts a book signing in the bookstore in their town. But what I looked at this as was, this is an amazing opportunity for him because it's his time. It's not my conference. It's not about me. It's about supporting these other authors who are working just as hard as anybody else and who are writing amazing books and who just need that one little sprinkle of fairy dust, as my friend Suzanne Simmons used to call it, a little sprinkle of fairy dust that will take them from here to there. And that's a good thing. Because if other great authors bring out great books and have great things happen to them because they're writing great books, that opens up more of a world for more great books like yours. When you start looking at other people and being genuinely glad for the great things that are happening to them because you know they're working just as hard and trying just as hard as you are, you become less focused on the setbacks and struggles that you're going through and more of a giving, supporting person. Writing is hard enough, and we all have more than enough insecurities to deal with while we're doing it. So supporting other writers, becoming a person who says yes and gives to others and is genuinely glad for them when things happen, allows you to be the best version of yourself. When you're the best version of yourself in person, you also, I think, become the best version of yourself on paper. And you are 10,000 times more likely to have those opportunities happen to you too. And it could change everything, either for you or for the other person. And either way, what happens? Lots more great books get put out into the world. So check out my channel for some other videos here. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you on the other side of the page.